Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Starting off with some positive business news sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. Just a week after the new Virgin Hotel in Vegas, there's another big opening tonight. The Pass Casino in Henderson, officially open to the public right now. Here's a look at the pre-opening event that happened earlier this afternoon. The new owner pouring $7 million, turning the old El Dorado Casino into the Pass with a more modern look.
Well, if you've seen the El Dorado before and you see the Pass now from the outside, it's a lot different. It's a little bit of an Art Deco look, a modern look. We did a lot of painting, a little architectural work on the outside. The inside is fresh and new.
We'll come to you live with more on this grand opening later tonight. And how does a train trip from Vegas to LA sound? That's part of President Joe Biden's $2.3 trillion jobs bill, which includes $621 billion on infrastructure projects. Some proposals include highway and high-speed rails for Nevada and an Amtrak link between Las Vegas and Los Angeles. President Biden expected to roll out more proposals and tax measures in the coming weeks. And other top stories sponsored by Carnegie Heights. Stop Asian hate. That's the message the local Asian American community hopes to send after the spike of hate crimes across the country and the Atlanta shooting. Governor Steve Sisolak and First Lady Kathy Sisolak voicing their support for diversity at the Chinatown rally, condemning hate crimes and racism.
My heritage and my culture are an important part of my identity, and I firmly believe that no one should ever be targeted or persecuted for their race, ethnicity, or the color of their skin.
And as long as I am governor, know that you have a friend and a first lady in Carson City that's going to do everything we can to bring peace to this community and to stop Asian hate.
Congresswoman Dina Titus spoke about creating a task force to support the Asian American community. Check out this mountain lion wandering around Summerlin. Officials have captured a mountain lion and are believing it's the same one you're seeing here. In this surveillance video, you can see a big cat coming up a local man's driveway off of Sahara Avenue. This is the third reported mountain lion sighting in the Far West Valley this year. In your health news, North Las Vegas will soon offer in-home COVID vaccines. Review-Journal's Renee Summerhour has more. Renee?
Jen, the city announced Wednesday the free vaccines will be offered to homebound residents 16 or older starting Monday. Paramedics will be administering the vaccine and monitoring the side effects. The single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine is what they're giving out, and residents who are not homebound but struggle with transportation may also call the hotline for help.
So this program is only going to offer the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and North Las Vegas wanted to do that because it's a lot easier to transport that vaccine, and they're able to get these vaccinations done in a single visit. If people wanted, say, the 2-dose Moderna or Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, those would have to be available somewhere else.
The hotline number 702-623-2136 to set up a vaccination window for the morning or afternoon. Catholic Charities of Southern Nevada is also reaching out to its senior clients within its Meals on Wheels program to see if they would like to get inoculated in the comfort of their own homes. Jen?
Time for your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour is here for you. It's almost Friday and we can expect temps to spike up for the end of your work week. Tonight we'll get down to the high 50s, but these clouds are clearing out early tomorrow morning, getting us ready for a sunny Friday with highs in the 80s. Saturday and Sunday looking to hit the mid-90s, so things are definitely heating up for the weekend. Maybe time to head out to the pool. In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy, Clark County, featuring an easy day trip 90 miles from Vegas. Ash Meadows National Wildlife Refuge is one of the largest oases in the Mojave Desert, featuring 30 seeps and springs, along with cool plants and wildlife. Also a great place for bird watchers in the spring with hundreds of bird species. We also want to give a shout out to our local nonprofits on the front lines, providing much needed services and resources during the pandemic. The CEO of United Way of Southern Nevada saying many nonprofits had to work together to fulfill their missions and goals.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. Vegas Golden Knights center Chandler Stevenson has been suspended 3 games by the NHL for elbowing Los Angeles Kings defenseman Tobias Bjornfoot. Stevenson received the first major penalty and game misconduct of his career when he hit Bjornfoot high and late in the second period during Wednesday's game. The Knights lost 4-2. Stevenson has 20 points in 32 games and has been the Knights' top-line center all season. Stevenson will also have to forfeit over $71,000 in salary. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament will showcase its Final Four on Friday. Top overall seed South Carolina is a 6-point underdog to number 1 seed Stanford at the Westgate Sportsbook, and number 1 seed UConn is favored by 13.5 over number 3 seed Arizona. UConn beat 2 seed Baylor 69-67 on Monday to advance, and Arizona beat Indiana to reach the first women's Final Four in school history.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. You've heard of CSI Miami. How about CSI Vegas? This latest spin-off will join this fall's TV season. Original stars William Peterson and Georgia Fox will lead the cast. Plus, premiering today, Warren Stories, a new docuseries on Netflix. Review Journal's John Katzlamidas tells us about some familiar faces.
Las Vegas figures prominently in the new Netflix series Worn Stories. That's Worn Stories, worn like clothes. It premiered on April Fool's Day, and it features Dan and Judy Del Rossi of Tiffany Cleaners and Joanne Matarazzo, who is their driver, who's been with the company for 15 years. We also see Sky D. Miles, most recently of Rose Rabbit Lie at the Cosmopolitan, and also at Cork and Thorn nightclub in downtown Las Vegas. They're all wonderful people, and we're really looking forward to see how this all plays out.
That wraps up our 7 at 7 p.m. show. I'm Jen Ah. Catch us on the RJ mobile app, Amazon Fire TV, and so much more. Also, check out our 7 at 7 a.m. show. But first, our live coverage of the Pass Casino grand opening is coming up, so see you later tonight.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management.